Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kelly, this is KBellaBeauty, and welcome to another Pass Grab or Undecided video. If you are new to my channel or new to my Pass Grab or Undecided series, this is based off of Samantha March's Will I Buy It? And basically, what I do is I talk about some of the new makeup releases that have caught my eye, whether they are products I want to pass on because they don't interest me, whether I want to grab them and add them to my collection, or if I'm a little undecided on the fence about it. And if you enjoy videos like this, Samantha March did create a whole community Will I Buy It playlist where creators can upload their types of the Will I Buy It or Pass Grab or Undecided videos. So I always have Samantha and the community Will I Buy It listed down below so that you can check that out. But these videos are typically a little on the long side because I do like to pick out 6 products to talk to you guys about. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Real quickly before we get started, I was looking through some of my videos and looking at all of the thumbnails, and I realized that I wear a lot of black, white, and gray. Every now and then you have some olive or some mauve, but I don't really wear a lot of color, and I'm talking about my shirts, my clothing. So I decided to wear some color for y'all today. I do have a nice floral burgundy maroon type shirt, and I decided to do a little eye look to go with it. But I was like, you know what? You can't just wear another black or gray shirt. It's kind of boring. So that's just a little side note. The first product that I want to talk to you about was a collaboration between Sigma Beauty and Yasmin, or Beauty Bird here on YouTube. They created a beautiful, colorful palette. It's supposed to have marble and rose gold design. They had 18 eyeshadows, 2 highlight shades. It included foils, mattes, shimmers, a dual-ended brush. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful palette. It actually released the beginning of this month, November 9th, online on Sigma's website. And I'm looking at the Trend Mood One Instagram page, and Trend Mood actually has a code with Sigma for 10% off. It's just Trend Mood. Can't remember if I mentioned that this was $49, but I did notice when I was looking it up that this palette is sold out on Sigma's website. I'm not sure if they're going to be coming back in stock. I know that Sigma did say on there that it's still available at Namies. I don't have a Namies by me in Texas. I'm not sure if Namies is a store that you can order from online. I would have to look it up because this is a palette that I wanted to grab, and it's one of those I missed the jump on it. It caught my eye kind of late, and I've just been seeing people use it. I've been hearing people rave about it. It looks really beautiful. You have everything from neutrals to some pops of color. I really love the packaging. I think Yasmin or Beauty Bird did an amazing job, and I missed out on this one. But I want to know if you guys picked this up, and has anybody heard if Sigma's going to be restocking it, or was this one of those once it's gone situation? Kristen Dominique is expanding her collection with Dominique Cosmetics, and she actually came out with a whole berries and cream collection. So you have an eyeshadow palette for $44, which definitely has some berry tones in there. It does look like there's a black and either a white or a cream shade. And then you do have some purples and blues. The blue shade reminds me of the blue shade that she has in her latte palette. So when I initially saw that, I was kind of like, that looks a little familiar. Did you really need to put a blue in there? You already have kind of a blue shade in one of your palettes. So that caught me a little off guard, but it looks beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. It's definitely a berry toned theme, a berry theme. But she also came out with 2 liquid lipsticks that were $18 each, creamy pink and plum berry, or you could get the full collection for $80. This is something that is available now, and it's a pass for me. It just didn't catch my eye. I think the palette design is beautiful. I think the packaging is beautiful, but I don't find that I reach for berry shades often. I'm typically much more of a neutral girl. I know I did put her latte palette in a Pass Grab or Undecided as an Undecided, and I kind of go back and forth on that. There are times where I'm like, yes, I want the latte palette, and then other times where I'm like, No, I don't. So that might be something where I wait for Ulta to have a 20% off coupon and then buy the latte palette on sale. But Berries and Cream didn't really interest me. They looked beautiful, like I said, but just not really interested in it. And I'm really not interested in the lip colors either. One looks like more of like a reddish cranberry and one definitely looks very pink. So I'm gonna pass on this. I still have not tried anything from Dominique Cosmetics, but if you guys picked this up, I would love to know what you think about it. I know she was really excited about her new design, the eyeshadow palette design. I don't know what kind of sparked her to change that, but it looks beautiful, just not for me. Boy, 2018 has really been the year of the Zodiac. Kathleen Lights did a whole ColourPop collab and came out with this Zodiac collection. We had Bite Beauty were coming out with their Zodiac lipsticks. I feel like everybody was coming out with some kind of Zodiac something. And now BH Cosmetics is jumping on the bandwagon as well, and they came out with a Zodiac palette. It is available now. It became available on November 22nd, and if you order from BH Cosmetics website, you can use the code TRENDMOOD for 5% off. But this eyeshadow palette basically has 24 eyeshadows, 12 shimmer, 12 matte, and a highlighter. The time that it launched, it was going to be $19.50, but the original price will be $24. So I don't know how long you'll be able to get it for the $19.50 before it goes up to the $24. This palette looks really pretty. Okay, it does. The mattes look gorgeous. I like that there's a nice highlight shade in the middle. But I just don't think that I'm a fan of those shimmer eyeshadows. They almost look like, oh, she had another palette. BH Cosmetics came out with another palette. And I want to say it had something to do with like the sun and the moon or the stars or something. And they had the same kind of circular eyeshadows. Now it says that these are shimmers. So maybe they're not foiled. They are just shimmer eyeshadows. But this is another pass for me. Although it looks beautiful, I just don't think it's realistic for me. I think it's great for people who like color. It looks like it's going to be pretty big and bulky, but BH Cosmetics is super affordable. I haven't been super impressed with their shadows in the past. I did get both of their palettes that Carly Bible did with them, the deluxe palette and her original Carly Bible collab. Wasn't impressed with either one and ended up decluttering them both. So if you know that you like BH Cosmetics eyeshadows and these colors speak to you, this might be a palette for you, but I'm gonna pass. I just don't think I'd get a lot of use out of it. There are pops of color and then there are neutrals, but like I already have neutrals and I don't wear pops of color, so this one's not for me. Previously, Sephora has come out with these big pro palettes that have a ton of eyeshadows. They're usually like $60-something, and people have raved about them. They've said that it's really good quality. They've liked the eyeshadows from the reviews that I've seen. But now, Sephora has dropped 2 more eyeshadow palettes in their Pro collection, but this time they're almost like little minis. They are 2 palettes that have 6 shades in them each. One is called the Whimsical palette and one is called the Warm Matte. So the Warm Matte is just that. It looks like you have your browns, an orange, a yellow, and then your Whimsical, you have like almost like a deep black. I can't tell if there's shimmer in it or not. You have a blue, you have a purple, pink, almost like a taupe shade, and a rose gold shade. Now the Whimsical palette, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how to put those eyeshadows together to create a look. I wouldn't put like blues and purples together with like a taupe and a black and a rose gold. I'm just not super creative like that. I don't know how I would use that palette. The warm toned palette looks nice. They have nice warm tone shades. The swatches look beautiful. But this is going to be a pass for me because, again, I already have warm toned palettes that I love. I don't really need to add more to my collection, and it's just not something that pops out to me. They also are all mattes in the warm matte palette. They're all mattes, and you just have maybe 2 shimmers in the Whimsical palette. So I'm typically typically not an all matte person, but these palettes are available now. It says that they were available online November 19th at Sephora. I do not see a price here on the Trend Mood One Instagram, so I will look it up and list that on the screen for you. But I'm gonna pass on these. However, if you did grab one, I would like to know what you think. It's kind of hard to tell in the picture. It looks like the palette is next to someone's forearm, so maybe it is a bit of a longer palette. It's definitely not tiny like the Natasha Denona's, but if you don't have a ton of eyeshadow palettes, you might be drawn to these. But someone like me, I'm just not drawn to it, and there's so much makeup and so many eyeshadow palettes that I want to try that I don't need to go ahead and purchase something that just didn't catch my eye. I have not purchased anything from KKW Beauty, but it looks like KKW Beauty and KKW Cosmetics are teaming up again. It looks like this is going to launch perhaps through Kylie's website maybe, because it says KKW by KKW Cosmetics. Either way, Kylie and Kim are collaborating. It says that they are going to have a new lip collection for $42. You get a gloss in Main Bay, a velvet liquid lipstick in Twinning, and then 2 mattes in Double Trouble and Soul Sister. Now, I have been very open about the fact that I love Kylie's liquid lipsticks. I don't find them to be drying. A lot of people aren't a fan of them, and I don't know why. I think they're amazing. They're my favorite formula. I also really love her velvets. I'm not a huge gloss fan, but you know what? 3 out of the 4 I'd be a fan of, so I'm okay with that. But I am undecided on this. And I'm undecided just because of like the color shades. Now it looks like you almost have a burnt orange and then maybe more of like a deeper brown and then almost like a red brown, and the gloss kind of looks like a brown shimmer. I don't know. It intrigues me. I don't have colors like that, so part of me is like, you could get this and expand your collection a little. You like KKW Cosmetics, the packaging is pretty cool, but I think I want to see more swatches before I really jump in and commit to this. But I do think it's great that you can get the collection for $42. I don't see anywhere on here where you can purchase the singles separately, and I know sometimes she does that with her collabs. I think with her last collab with Kim, it was another quad and they were like all nudes and you couldn't get them separately. So that might be the case again. It's either all or nothing. But I kind of go back and forth. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but it looks interesting. What about you? Anybody out there want to pick this up? Because I know KKW Cosmetics is still a little controversial, but I'm a huge fan of her liquid lipsticks. And the last collection that I want to talk to you about is by Kat Von D. I know some people are boycotting her for her belief on vaccines, but that has nothing to do with makeup, so it doesn't really concern me. But Kat Von D is coming out with a full Lolita collection. She's going to have a Lolita palette, which will have 8 matte shades for $39, and then an Inkwell, which will be a new shade for the perfectly matte liquid Lolita wings, so I'm guessing like a winged eyeliner in Lolita shade, and then a glimmer veil in the Lolita hue. I'm not sure what a glimmer veil is. I'm guessing it's like a liquid eyeshadow. Anyway, the palette is what caught my eye. I kind of think I want the palette. I kind of think that's a grab for me. It looks beautiful. It just looks like they're mauve tones, they're Lolita tones. It's all mattes. I guess I do have a palette that would maybe be similar to this, and it would be the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves, but something about this palette just intrigues me. So it's on my grab list, it's on my wish list. I don't think I'm going to like run out and get it right away, but I'm thinking about it. It's definitely caught my eye. It has sparked my interest. The packaging is pretty cool. Not really interested in the other 2 products, the Inkwell and the Glimmer Veil, whatever those are. Not interested in those. But the eyeshadow palette caught my eye. And I feel like $39 is not bad for 8 matte eyeshadows. So this will probably go on a wish list for me, and I'm going to keep my eye on it. I also want to hear some reviews. I want to see what people are saying about this palette. But anybody else interested in it, or is it just me? Well, that is going to do it for this video. Those were the products that caught my eye lately. Some releases in the month of November. I would love to know, what are some products that have caught your eye? Are there products you know you want to pass on for sure? Or are there products that you are feeling like, I want to grab that. I want to add that to my collection. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Otherwise, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Check out the community playlist. A lot of great YouTubers if you enjoy videos like this. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed before you go so that you can be updated when I post new videos. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.